I didn't say nothing.
Good.
Look,
Because
I'm
if you
telling
did,
you.
What? You
Because
just
if I
did.
did what?
it'd be bad. Brisket.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Brisket ain't trying to do nothing bad. Also, if anyone ever tells you that Brisket is doing something bad or something he ain't supposed to, they dirty liar, filthy liar. You tell Brisket about it, he'll deal with it.
Uh-huh.
That's why my father hired you. You're a man of your word.
Damn straight.
Good. In the meantime, do the mission. Report back. I'll be at the candy shop. You'll see a bunch of people outside dancing. That's how
Can't
you'll know you're in the right place.
the candy shop.
District 2, Brisket.
Are you
So you
ever
is a child.
No, he's there with his girlfriend.
He said was his girlfriend at a candy shop. Oh, he has a little girlfriend. She got like a little ribbon in her hand. She's like this
I
little
will
dress.
hang up this phone right now.
She has 2 laser guns.
Oh, where'd she
So
get those? Who's letting children have laser guns? Hold on now, this ain't right. What are they doing up here on the moon?
Alkesha is involved in law enforcement. That's all I'll say on the matter.
Mr.
You can
Mister,
report
when are
to
you
me.
coming over?
What at some point, now that there's rumors that they may be opening up transport between the Earth and the Moon, which is pretty crucial to me. I may be able to just regain everything that I've lost and gain more operatives as well. Brisket being recovered is a big deal, actually.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Brisket's a real big deal. That's why they asked for Brisket's help back on Earth. He's a real big deal. I was like a king where I come from, a king. Like everyone listen to Brisket.
That is what your file says. It says that you were. He actually takes a moment to look through some information. The chief of his people,
Yeah,
a highly
that's,
trusted warrior.
yeah, that's all true. That's definitely true. Definitely all true and not a lie.
There is one detail I wanted to ask you about, Brisket. Did you really kill a dinosaur barehanded?
Oh yeah, that's a hell of a story. Brisket really had to work for that one.
I see.
Dinosaurs all over Earth.
So he is one tough cookie.
Have you vetted this at all?
My father did, and I trust him 101%.
When did he vet this? This is more important.
Why are you asking
Irrelevant.
these questions?
You are not my boss. I do not need to answer to you.
Yeah, you tell him.
I have a samurai sword. That means I'm the boss.
I don't think that's how that works.
Nah, you heard him. He's got the sword. What are you gonna do? Argue with a man with a sword? I do not advise it. They have a sword.
Thank you, Brisket.
You're welcome.
I mean, Jim also has a sword, but I'd argue with him.
But that's ill advised. I wouldn't do that no more. I'd stop. That's cease and desist.
I'm fairly confident about arguing, yes, about a man
Brisket.
with a sword.
Brisket, when you're done gathering information, please report to me in District 2 at the candy shop. Don't forget.
So yes, sir.
Awesome.
I'll meet you at the candy shop with your little friends, and we have a little candy party, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
It won't be a candy party, Brisket. It's a serious place for serious people. Hold on. There's a guy over there doing the worm. Oh, he's flipping over. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Uh-oh. That don't
Oh,
sound
no.
good.
It's
I
not
have-
anyone.
I have to go. Somebody attempted to do something very risky. I have to go.
Well, all right then. You take care of your business.
He hangs up.
Okay, Brisket.
Yeah, that's me.
Since you've been in that closet, what have you heard?
Well, first of all, let me tell you, that ain't no closet. I tell you right now, that ain't no fucking closet. There's nothing closety about that place. And secondly, all I heard was some laughter, some crying, and a man saying, "Hey, you," and then pushing me over, like I said.
I guess we're in the clear? Hey, Nia, did you feel any lie from that?
Not the chieftain of his people, but he does mean it about the hearing
What?
stuff.
Hold on now. What the hell? Yeah, I'm the chieftain of my people. What's this? Hold on now. Well, first of all, you kick old men in the head, so I don't know why anyone would listen to you for any reason.
Well,
He also didn't kill any dinosaurs.
Definitely killed that. You know what? I'm about to kill something else right now. I'll tell you what, Brisket gonna get crazy up in here. He's gonna get crazy.
Oh,
And
no.
his stand kind of pops out, and he kind of does a little dance with his stand, like their feet shuffle. Well, the stand doesn't have feet, so he kind of shuffles, and the stand just kind of moves with him.
Oh, and
And doing a high five.
No, this just starts a pose battle between him and Nia. Now both him and Nia and her stand are also pose battling back at him.
Oh, I see you stepping the Brisket.
Oh, you want to have a dance? You want to have a dance battle? We can go.
Well, first of all, Brisket don't dance. All right, he slaughters.
It looks like he's dancing.
Is that what this looks like to you?
Yeah, Yeah,
He's like,
man.
what does this look like? He's like, what does
Yeah.
this look like? And then he just brings up a middle finger and flips you off.
It just looks like a middle
It looks-
finger.
It looks like you don't got the moves, says Nia doing a spin.
It's like, well, now you just looks ridiculous. I don't know what she's doing. And he looks to his stand. Do you know what she's doing? And it just stares blankly. And it's just staring. It does not, like, say anything. He goes, yeah, see, he knows. Y'all silly looking. And he does a high five with it. It high fives him.
And you're not
What's silly about Brisket?
everything.
Oh, now that hurts.
Hey, man.
Why would you say that about me?
Simone can be a little mean.
Yeah, no kidding.
Why don't we go down to the candy shop together? I want to make sure the guy that bashed his head in isn't my grandfather.
I don't really
I don't
wanna...
see how he bashed his head in. You weren't there to kick him.
I don't just go around kicking people, usually.
Yeah,
Unless
just
they have
old
a
man.
gun. It's only if they have a gun.
Okay, all right. Well, let's go to. I don't know where this candy shop is, but y'all seem to know where it's at. So why don't you just like ferry old Brisket on down there so we can talk to apparently our collective boss.
I don't know if I would call him our collective boss.
Oh, does he pay your bills? Does he give you money? Do you do stuff for him? You
He's-
work for him at all?
He's pretty
What?
broke these days.
He's
But-
broke. Hold on, wait a second. He's broke.
Yes, he's broke.
And Brisket's starting to question his contract's feasibility now.
Well, he did say they're considering opening back up to Earth, and that means he wouldn't be broke anymore.
You better not be.
Yeah.
Brisket's gonna have to, really show him what style looks like when it's hitting him right over the head with a bat, and then he kind of does a another high five with a stand,
I would not
and then a
suggest
low
that,
five.
if only because his girlfriend will probably try to shoot you in the knees.
Oh, you think Brisket's afraid of some little girl with his little bow and her at her candy shop? Okay, yeah, so Brisket real scared. Look, Brisket's shaking, y'all. He's shaking.
Let's go to the car, I
Um,
guess.
Brisket, if they're letting you into the car, you've never seen anything like this fucking vehicle. It's a living vehicle. It is the nicest vehicle probably you've ever seen. It's a prototype kind of car. Smooth. Everything about it is technologically advanced. It's driving on its own. I mean, you've probably seen self-driving cars since you've been on the moon, but not like this.
Yeah, so he's suitably impressed. Actually, he even comments like, "Oh, so y'all rich? I see. Wow,
This
you
is-
super rich. Look at this thing."
This is more of a borrowed car.
Oh yeah, borrowed car. Yes, sure. I'm sure just people let you borrow cars like this, right? You just buy these cars. It's not rich, not having money or loans put down on it. Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's called saving someone's life.
All right, I understand that. It's life debts and all that. It's got to be paid. I gets it. So we taking this?
Yep.
Dives into it. Is there an open window on this? Because he's gonna dive through it. Is it super clean? Is it well taken care of?
Oh,
And the
yeah.
windows are super clean.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so like a bird, he's just gonna dive and hit his head on the window.
Oh, hey, easy. Don't scratch her.
Ow! Shit! What is this? A window here? Is this glass? Wow, that's some really clean glass. Brisket ain't seen glass this clean before. Look at that.
Don't mess up the car. She opens the door. Just get in like a civilized person.
Hey, Brisket's
Yeah.
civilized. He's the chief of his people. He's very civilized. All right, Brisket. Look, he's gonna sit down in this car and he just goes in and sits down.
I'm really having my doubts about even taking you around to the candy shop. It doesn't seem like your crowd. She gets into the driver's seat. Do you even have anything yet to report to him?
Oh yeah, sure. I have stuff. The report. Sure.
What?
That's classified.
He's not
Like
going to
that-
tell us.
Oh, he's just been trapped in that room. He's gonna report that he's been trapped in that room.
That was what I was getting at.
Were you trying to say something about Brisket's ability to do his job, like he hasn't been doing it or something? Huh? Is he
No,
trying to...
I mean more like, what do you have to report except you got trapped in a closet?
Yeah, it's
Like-
classified.
Marisol programs the destination. All right, let's go. Yeah.
The unseen narrator in Hunter x Hunter style or animus. The fate of humanity rests in the hands of these people. These strangers brought together by fate. Of Brisket. Yes, of Brisket. That's what I was thinking the whole time while he was just eating your food. Like, oh yeah, the fate of Earth and the moon rests in the hands of these champions. These veterans of war and combat. You guys are making your way to the candy shop, though. Place to be. It's a pretty happening spot. You're not far from Babylon, so the car will go there pretty quickly. Pretty smooth ride. Brisket, this again, nicest car, and the ride is smooth. As someone who's part of a nomadic tribe, vehicle like this, you'd probably like. This is the type of thing like the best chieftain of the best tribe. Like this would maybe be their ride if it was, it would be like legendary if they had a car like this. Like not only is it like a smooth, nice ride, but you can tell from the interior versus the exterior, it's thickly armored, like very thickly armored.
I mean, again, he is like suitably impressed and almost stupefied. The whole ride, he's just like checking everything out. He is like a kid that has seen his like first really cool animal in the zoo. Like if somebody's told a kid he could pet a tiger.
Like there's a clear divide between the moon and the earth, and you're like now sitting pretty comfortably on that line. It's this luxury, this technology, how clean everything here is fucking clean and nice. People are on the street sharing food, not fighting over it. There's nothing's on fire. It's great. It's fucking fantastic. Jim, how do you feel about this guy? Fellow wanderer, fellow scavenger.
I mean, he's not atypical from the type of people that Jim is used to, so...
You may be able to notice Brisket. Jim's wearing a fancy suit, but he might be easy to pick out as an Earth person.
You know, it's with the mask and everything, he's probably so used to that style that he almost didn't even notice he was there, just because he's so used to that type of person versus all these, like, clean, magnificent machines and this glass that is actually not just stained with a bunch of shit. And just, all the wonders around him. He's been this way before when he first got here. But then all that shit happened and he ended up in that fucking room. It'd take him a minute. He does finally notice Jim, though, on the ride. And he stopped, like, in the middle of his astonishment and looked at Jim. And like, hey, wait a second. You've got, you're from Earth, right? Look at you. You got that, like, you got the face thing on. None of these moon people wear that. People from Earth wear that all the time. You from Earth?
Yep, sure am.
Hell yeah, brother, yeah! And he like goes to high five you.
He'll high five him.
It's like, yeah. That's what's up. What's with this really fancy ass clothes you got though? Is this moon clothes?
Yeah, everything on the moon is just super fancy. It's ridiculous.
I can't believe all these. It's so crazy up here. So you looks like you from the wasteland, right? You looks like you from my part of the woods. What you used to do?
Scavenge this, scavenge that.
Oh yeah, I do a little scavenging and stuff. We all do. All the voodoo people do scavenging. Really, I mean, it's how we live. The Seven Nation Army ain't too happy about it because sometimes they have stuff we need and we scavenge it. They say we steal it, but they just leaves it there, barely guarded, sometimes not guarded. What they expect us to do?
Screw the Seven Nation Army. Do what you have to do.
Hell yeah, sister. You see what it is. All right, let's
feed your people, man.
So where's this candy shop?
She pulls up to it, actually.
Outside of the candy shop's usual scene. Probably pretty new to Brisket. There's just colorful kids doing like basically hip hop dancing outside with a novelty boombox, a vintage boombox. One of them just playing kind of a very simplistic beat as they take turns showing off the various dance moves. It looks like it's a small group of 10 or so kids. Very carefree. Very carefree.
Nia skates her way in. Just like, this is her place.
Brisket's eyeing that boombox.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, because they kind of have boomboxes like in the flotilla or whatever, but they're also like constantly breaking and shit. Like they have all kinds of music devices. That's like a really nice boombox. He's just eyeballing it.
Inside of the candy shop, when you go in, they have a lot of vintage stuff that probably is much nicer than the technology that's been scavenged on Earth. It's been cared for. It's been kept clean. It's been some of it's replicas, but like if you were to go on like a scavenger hunt, you're just scavenge for like some like tech to find somewhere to just like entertain yourselves or have some kind of not shitty life. They have a lot of that here, like a lot of it's lining the walls. The candy shop is, aside from being a dance club party house type of place, they sell vintage goods, vintage electronics, stuff that you probably have only seen like broken up or repaired or rusty. They have here clean and nice and chrome.
Astonishment is, the look on his face as he wanders in.